They'll have an event and they'll forget about it, they'll forget the names of people, and slowly it progresses to become more serious.
More confusion, forgetfulness.
Jenny Aikman is slowly losing her husband to a cruel disease.
He's in the later stages of the disease. He's incontinent, he's unable to speak. Conversation's very difficult for him.
At just 41, Kim was diagnosed with early onset dementia, given just 5 years to live.
Kim has a genetic form of Alzheimer's disease, which was passed down from his mother, who passed away from that 28 years ago. And his sister also developed Alzheimer's, and she passed away, unfortunately.
It means their teenage children, 16-year-old Amy and 13-year-old Matthew, are also at risk of developing Alzheimer's.
Our children have a 50% chance of that happening. I guess the good thing for us is, our kids have got time on their hands.
While a cure is a long way off, prevention could be closer than we think. The latest from a US study giving families like the Aikmans some hope.
It suggests that taking vitamin B12, at least in pre-Alzheimer's or pre-dementia, could play a role in slowing the decline of those diseases.
Dr Bryce Vissel researches neurodegenerative disorders and says the latest studies are promising. It follows similar findings at Oxford University that people who took vitamin B6, B12 and folic acid supplements had better brain function and memory than those who didn't.
And they found that there was a link or a relationship between the levels of vitamin B12 and their markers in the blood and the risk of getting brain shrinkage associated with memory deficits.
1 in 15 people over the age of 65 are at risk, and almost 40% of Australians are thought to be deficient in vitamin B12. It's hard to detect and often overlooked.
Vitamin B12 is involved in the formation of healthy blood cells and in the functioning of nerves. So if you're not getting enough vitamin B12 in your body, your energy levels can suffer. And the same with your mental clarity.
B12 is found in meat, shellfish, eggs and dairy products. But even eating these foods isn't guaranteed to deliver the required level.
Even people who have a normal diet of meat and so forth, vitamin B12 supplementation can be helpful to them.
And what they're finding now with the more current research is they're finding a lot of vitamin B12 in foods that previously they thought had none.
Dan Schultz has been a vegan for 20 years, meaning he eats no animal products. Through years of research, he's discovered 2 natural alternatives to getting more B12 in his diet.
Spirulina it's termed a blue-green algae, but it's also a plant. It's this really strange substance, and it produces quite a lot of vitamin B12. As well as a lot of other really terrific nutrients. And so it's a very nourishing food, and I eat it every day.
He starts his days with a spirulina smoothie.
The recommended intake for B12 every day is about 2 micrograms, which sounds a very small amount. You'd get that from about 1 teaspoon of spirulina, so it's not very much, just a couple of spirulina tablets or a teaspoon a day, and you start to get all these really great nutrients into the body.
Then there's this little-known golden berry, a South American superfood that contains vitamins B12 and B6, along with a healthy dose of vitamin C.
It's this little yellow berry that comes, it looks like a gift-wrapped berry, and you pop it open and these little berries inside, and they've got a really delicious tangy flavour. They're very high in protein, they're very high in vitamin B12, and they're really easy to eat and they're quite affordable.
And a small price to pay for a healthy body and healthy mind.
The message here is risk versus benefit. So taken in reasonably normal amounts, as in about 1 milligram of vitamin B12 or 1 milligram of vitamin B6 a day, it's not going to be harmful and it may help.
We're open to suggestion and looking at anything that holds hope for our family. If it comes in a vitamin form and it helps, it's something we definitely look at, I think, as a preventative, yes.
Lovely family. And of course, exercise and a healthy lifestyle play an important part as well. Now, if you'd like to find out more information on any of those products and about B12, go to our website at todaytonightadelaide.com.au.